This is Akashvani. We now bring you a radio report on the 55th International Film Festival of India being organized in Panaji, Goa.
ये आकाशवाणी है। प्रस्तुत है पणजी गोवा में आयोजित 55वें भारत के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फिल्म महोत्सव की रेडियो रिपोर्ट।
Hello and welcome from Goa. It's the 8th and penultimate day of the 55th International Film Festival of India here in Goa. And as this festival is nearing its end, the film lovers, cinephiles and delegates are rushing to catch up with the wonderful movies, insightful masterclasses and incisive in conversations and panel discussions. Ashutosh Govarikar is the chairman of the jury panel of the International Competition section at this IFFI. Our correspondent Omvesh spoke to him about the challenges of being a jury chairman.
So, sir, you were heading the international jury. I want to know from you that how was your experience and also what you have to say about all the shortlisted films who were in the competition.
I think my experience was very, very good because this is the first time I've come to Goa to attend the IFFI. Earlier, IFFI, I would always go to Delhi and attend it. So it's really wonderful to be here. This is the 8th day. Goa is a real vibrant place. And the organization over here of the festival, the kind of campus that has been created outside Inox, is I think wonderful. There's a lot of excitement. So I'm enjoying that. And it's a huge honor to be heading the jury. And it's a big task. The 15 films that have come in are all brilliant in their own ways. You know, no two films can actually be compared and you can say that one film is better than the other. But such is the task that, you know, at an award, when you're deciding awards, you have to somehow come down to that what film connected with you most, what emotionally connected with you most. And to arrive on that, the 4 jury members that I had with me were also from various backgrounds, so and various cultures and countries. So there was a certain point of view each one of them had. But still, somewhere we were all in synchrony with each other. We all arrived on the same choices that we felt. Of course, there were also debates and discussions about the merits of what should get what. But still, that process of being in the jury room with all of them was a very enjoyable experience. Learning experience, actually.
Sir, you are a renowned name in the world of filmmaking. Any advice from your side for all the young and aspiring filmmakers who are listening to you right now?
Oh, I would straight away say that write your story. Even if you're not a writer, still write your story. Because you have to write it. Because unless it comes from within you, you'll not be able to tell that story. So I would tell everyone to first write.
Sir, lastly, I want to know from you that in this year's edition, there is a launch of Waves OTT. It is an OTT platform by Prasar Bharati where they are providing content in around 12 Indian languages, including Assamese, Bengali, and they are also making it free so that people can watch it. How good a platform do you think it will be for filmmakers also, or also for the user base in India?
I think it will be fantastic because there are many shows over the years that have been done on Doordarshan in all the languages, and they're fantastic shows. Those shows don't get made anymore. So I would say it is retrospective, but even within the retrospective, till now, if I want to see a show that was done in early 70s, I have no access to it. And YouTube is not the only source. With Waves, I think I'll be able to revisit all my favorite shows or explore new ones that have been done in the past. So I think Waves is a fantastic idea that Prasad Bharati's come up with.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
G. Sham presents the Indian Panorama movie screenings of today.
भारत के 55वें अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फिल्म महोत्सव पणजी गोवा में आज 8वां दिन है। भारतीय पैनोरामा का उद्देश्य सिनेमाई विषयगत और सौंदर्य उत्कृष्टता वाली फीचर और गैर फीचर फिल्मों का चयन कर इन फिल्मों की गैर लाभकारी स्क्रीनिंग के माध्यम से फिल्म कला को बढ़ावा देना है। इस तरह के आयोजन से सांस्कृतिक आदान प्रदान प्रक्रिया सहज, सुलभ और प्रभावकारी होती है। इस बार के IFFI में भारतीय चित्रावली खंड में 25 फीचर फिल्मों का और 20 गैर फीचर फिल्मों का प्रदर्शन किया गया, जिसमें स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर से इस खंड की शुरुआत हुई। मुख्य धारा की 5 फिल्में इसमें शामिल हैं। 25 फीचर फिल्मों के पैकेज को 384 समकालीन फिल्मों में से चुना गया। भारतीय चित्रावली खंड 1978 में शुरू की गई थी। तब से लेकर अब तक ये भारतीय फिल्मों को प्रदर्शित करने के लिए संकल्पित और समर्पित है। आज सुबह मराठी भाषा की निखिल महाजन निर्देशित राव साहेब का प्रदर्शन हुआ। बहादुर अधिकारी एक चालाक माफिया से भिड़ते हैं जो मान्यता और वन्य जीवन के बीच नाजुक सद्भाव की रक्षा के लिए लड़ रहे हैं। राव साहेब पर्यावरण को नुकसान पहुंचाने के लिए डिजाइन की गई प्रणाली से जूझ रहे विभिन्न वर्दीधारी और गैर वर्दीधारी नागरिकों के दृष्टिकोण से मानव पशु संघर्ष की पड़ताल करते हैं। इंडियन पैनोरामा में ICFT यूनेस्को गांधी मेडल श्रेणी में बंगाली भाषा की फिल्म प्रदर्शित की गई। निर्देशक हैं नंदिता रॉय और शिबो प्रसाद मुखर्जी। फिल्म आमार बॉस। कहानी संघर्ष कंपनी और उसके कर्मचारियों के इर्द गिर्द घूमती है। P फॉर पापराजी दिव्य खारनारे की नॉन फीचर फिल्म है। चमकती रोशनी और पागल भीड़ की अराजकता के बीच नेपाल के एक स्थापित पापराजी मनोज सबसे सनसनीखेज तस्वीरें खींचने की एक उच्च दाव वाली दौड़ में साथी फोटोग्राफरों का सामना करता है। 33 मिनट की बंगाली भाषा की शुभादीप बिस्वास की फिल्म मोहिंद्रा का भी प्रदर्शन हुआ। भूषण साहा व्यावसायिक संघर्ष और ऋण संकट केवल उसकी पत्नी मोनी की उपस्थिति से ही कम हो गए हैं, लेकिन एक आभूषण के गुम होने पर शक संदेह फिल्म को गति प्रदान करता है। तेलुगु भाषा की 35 चिन्न कथकाडू, जूई फूल, जिप्सी, आर्टिकल 370 जैसी अन्य फिल्में भी आज स्क्रीन की गई। श्रेष्ठ भारतीय फिल्में उत्सव में देखने को मिली और देश विदेश के डेलीगेट्स को पैन इंडियन कल्चर को देखने समझने का अवसर मिला और उत्सव का उद्देश्य भी परिपूर्ण हुआ।
The Portuguese film Left Unsaid impressed all with its storyline and subject treatment. Priyanka was in conversation with the director of the film, Ricardo Pinilla.
Feel very honored to be here in such an amazing and big and important festival, IFFI. I am very proud to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the film?
The film is settled in mid-late 90s, and it's about a woman that has job to sell cell phone mobile service in countryside of the southern Chile. That is the place that I belong. She had a lot of trouble leading with the comparisons between the new technologies versus the old traditions and the old ways to do things. So the movie is basically about the lack of communication.
You've termed your movie Left Unsaid. Is there any hidden message or Easter eggs that's left unsaid and you'd expect the audiences to take away from this film?
Left Unsaid, it's a way to say the things that we don't say, the things that we have inside our heart, that we have inside our head, and we can't say. And the film is about that. I think that it's very important to the new generations of filmmakers that keep doing things, keep doing short films, exercises. You have to play with the camera. You have to play with genres, mixed genres, view a lot of films of every place of the world. That's my advice, because you can open your mind to new languages and new ways to do film, and there you will find a place. If you can create a way to do films and you can create a language, then you will find your place in movie industry.
Rajesh Bhatt caught up with Mai Thu Huynh, the director and lead actress of the Vietnamese film The Fragile Flowers.
I'm very honored to be here to attend the 55th International Film Festival in Hoa. I am very honored to showcasing my movie Fragile Flowers, Vietnamese film. Right now, we have a plan to release this movie in India since from 13 December in nearly 100 cinemas in India. This is the story about the movie is based on inspired the real lives of very famous female singers, Vietnamese American, has won total 16 awards in International Film Festival. I hope that the story about the movie will touch heart in Indian audience, and hope Indian audience will love Vietnamese.
How you are feeling here coming in IFFI Goa?
Oh, it's the second time I attend the IFFI. Last year I also come to the IFFI Goa, and this year the second time. But this is especially because we're showcasing my movie Fragile Flower in here, and I want to say thank you so much for the IFFI Vietnamese Consulate General to promote Vietnam culture, people and countries. Indian audience love music and dancing, and I hope that it's a similar culture between Vietnam and India, and I hope that Indian audience will love our movie.
Tribute is being paid to legendary playback singer Mohammed Rafi at this 55th IFFI. Veteran director Subhash Ghai and film writer Yatendra Mishra paid glowing tributes to this all-time great singer.
तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिलो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम.
मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब की शताब्दी वर्ष है ये, कैसा एहसास है मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब के लिए?
मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब की जो शताब्दी आज मनाई है वो इतनी खूबसूरत थी IFFI गोवा में, और जो प्रोग्राम आज हुआ मतलब मेरा दिल भर आया, खासकर उनके सभी गाने जो सोनू जी ने गाए और उनके जीवन के बारे में जो उनके बेटे शाहिद जी ने बताया, और मेरी अपनी यादें खुद की बड़ी उभर आई. तो इस तरह का प्रोग्राम मैं समझता हूँ कि मिनिस्ट्री को और हर फेस्टिवल को करना चाहिए. उनकी शताब्दी नहीं, कई शताब्दियाँ मनानी चाहिए.
कर्ज फिल्म का गाना आपने भी गुनगुनाया और सोनू निगम साहब ने गुनगुनाया. आपको रिकॉर्डिंग जब आपने की तो वो एहसास अगर याद हो तो प्लीज बताइए.
जी हाँ, मुझे वो याद आ गया. हालांकि मैं आज मेरी आवाज़ अच्छी नहीं है, मैं बल्कि अपनी गलत आवाज़ में भी मैंने गाना शुरू कर दिया. आप सोचिए गाने का क्या जादू होगा. खास याद यही है कि जब भी उनका चेहरा याद आता है तो एक स्पिरिचुअलिज्म की फीलिंग आती है. एक ऐसा रहता है कि एक भगवान की बनाई हुई एक फरिश्ता है जो सामने आया. जब भी मैंने उनका चेहरे से सुकून आता है.
सुभाष घई साहब, आपका तहे दिल से शुक्रिया.
सीने में दिल है, दिल में तुम ही हो, तुम में हमारी छोटी सी जान है, तुम हो सलामत हमको नहीं गम.
और हमारे साथ जाने माने कलावंत और जाने माने संगीतज्ञ यतीन्द्र मिश्र है. यतीन्द्र भाई, जरा बताइए कि IFFI गोवा का अनुभव आपका कैसा रहा?
मेरा बहुत अच्छा अनुभव है. मेरा दूसरा मौका है. मैं 52 IFFI गोवा में भी था जब 75 टैलेंट ऑफ इंडिया सर्च किया जा रहा था. मैं उसकी जूरी में था. इस बार मैं मोहम्मद रफ़ी सेंटेनरी सेलिब्रेशन क्यूरेशन कमेटी में था, और चारों केनेनी नागेश्वर राव, राज कपूर जी, तपन सिन्हा और मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब के बायलिंगुअल ब्रोशर्स लिखने का मौका मिला और उनके गाने चयन करने का मौका मिला. बहुत खुशी की बात है कि भारत के मूर्धन्यों का, रफ़ी साहब का, राज कपूर साहब की सबकी याद में बहुत सुंदर कार्यक्रम रचे गए और मैं उसका हिस्सा बन सका.
एक स्कूल है वो रफ़ी साहब, आपके लिए क्या मायने रखते हैं मोहम्मद?
ये सब इबादत के लोग हैं, इबादत की चीज़ हैं. संगीत का अगर कोई खुदा हो सकता है तो वो मोहम्मद रफ़ी है.
अगली किताब मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब पर होगी, क्या उम्मीद करें?
मैं अभी ऐसा कुछ कह नहीं सकता, लेकिन मन जरूर है कि सारे मूर्धन्यों पे काम करें. आज आपने खुद देखा कि आप जिनके दीवाने हैं सोनू निगम जैसे महान कलाकार के, वो खुद मोहम्मद रफ़ी को अपना उस्ताद मानता है. पुराने दौर के गायक थे, उनको सुने और देखें कि कैसे उन्होंने भारत की गंगा जमुनी तहजीब को एक किया. बहुत धन्यवाद.
आसमान से आया फरिश्ता प्यार का सबक.
Shahid Rafi, the son of Mohammed Rafi, remembered his illustrious father who lent his glorious voice to countless Hindi films.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि मतलब अपना आज भी लोग इतना याद करते हैं, इतना फैन फॉलोइंग और बढ़ते जा रही है. मैं बयान नहीं कर सकता. एंड आई रियली फील प्राउड कि मतलब आई मीन कि रफ़ी साहब को इतना लोग पसंद करते हैं. पसंद के बदले में आई मीन आई हैव सीन काफ़ी जगहों पे मैंने देखा कि मतलब वो उनकी पूजा करते हैं. मतलब भक्त देखा हूँ मैंने, वाकई रियल भक्त देखा हूँ मैंने काफ़ी जगहों पे मैं अपने कितना ट्रैवल करता हूँ, लेकिन वहाँ पे भी मैंने देखा हूँ कि पीपल रियली लव हिम फ्रॉम द हार्ट। एंड यहाँ पे मैं आया हूँ गोवा इफी में, और अभी एक फिल्म देखा हम दोनों, यहाँ पे इन लोग स्क्रीनिंग कर रहे थे। NFDC ने जो काम किया है, रिस्टोर किया है अपना हम दोनों फिल्म को, साथ साथ में जो म्यूज़िक उन्होंने रिस्टोर किया है, अमेजिंग। वाकई में आज की टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से उन्होंने जो काम किया है, आई एम रियली बहुत प्राउड फील करता हूँ कि मतलब इतनी पुरानी फिल्में जो हम देखते थे, जो जिस तरीके से देखते थे, एकदम मतलब मॉडर्नाइज करके, एंड नॉट ओनली द फिल्म बट द म्यूजिक ऑल्सो। गाने भी देखिए, पहले जैसे डिस्टॉर्शन होता है अपना कुछ आवाज़ में, लेकिन यहाँ पे एकदम क्लैरिटी लगी, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, एंड रियली आई वॉज हैप्पी टू सी दिस।
सीखो जरा सीखो अंदाज प्यार का हमसे तुम, कर लो अज कर लो इकरार प्यार का हमसे तुम। सीखो जरा सीखो अंदाज।
Here's a delegate from the United States enjoying this IFFI.
Well, this is Marcus from New Jersey. Hi, Marcus.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I hope you're enjoying the film festival here in Goa.
I do enjoy it. It's a colorful an opportunity to people watch. It's a great atmosphere. I like networking and meeting everybody here.
Yeah. Was there anything that you were able to catch up with? Any movie?
I saw an interesting movie called Telepathic Letters that was largely put together with things involving AI. And as much as people are opposed to AI nowadays, that Telepathic Letters was very intelligent and a good piece of work.
Is there anything that you're looking forward to today?
What I hear, this movie Dry Season, which is going to be this year's closing film, that also looks like an art film type of entry, and I like things like that as opposed to the big money films. For example, the Robbie Williams film that was the opener this year, that's not really my cup of tea.
Thank you so much, and enjoy yourself for the rest of the festival till tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Priyanka is here to present the world cinema screenings of today.
Namaskar, IFFIans. It's time for the last chapter of World Cinema. Today, on this 8th day of the 55th IFFI, 13 films were screened. Putting this section in motion is a Bangladeshi Bengali movie screened twice today, titled Dear Maloti, directed by Shankha Das Gupta. It's a story of a 7 months pregnant Maloti Rani and her husband, who was a sanitary shop salesman who was unfortunately claimed at a mall blast. And this film portrays her battles with the in-laws and society, fighting to prove her husband's accidental death. And getting the real into real, IFFI also had the screening of Photogenica. Other movies screened today were When Santa Was a Communist, Sleep Still with Your Eyes Open, With Love from Bhutan, Happy, Rhythm of Damam, They Call Me the Panzer, Aishe, Lost Horse, The Tower of Strength, and The Last Romantics. How romantic. IFFI this year will also screen movies like Hard Shell, My Friend Adele, My Sunshine, the song Shaxton, Softex, and All Shall Be Well. Absolutely, it will be. Now, getting the ball rolling into the international competition, 5 films competing for the Golden Peacock Award caught everyone's attention today, named I'm Nevenka, Panopticon, Pierce, Toxic, Who Do I Belong To? And the other 10 films competing in the list include Fear and Trembling, Gulizar, Holy Cow, Red Path, Shepherds, The New Year That Never Came, The Goat Life, Rao Sahib, Article 370, and Waves. Well, if he's making some waves for sure. 7 films vying for the Silver Peacock Award this year are Bound in Heaven, Bring Them Down, Familiar Touch, Gypsy, and the 3 screened today titled Betania, 35 Chinna Kathakardu, and To a Land Unknown. And now taking our audiences to the 10 remarkable films that are competing for the ICFT UNESCO Gandhi Medal Award this year. They are Meeting with Pol Pot, Sathu, Year of the Rabbit, Trans-Amazonia, Amar Boss, Juiful, Shrikant, and the 4 screened on the Tilson screen today, titled Crossing, Farana, Lesson Learned, and Unsinkable. Well, this competition is wide open to all these films, and who will make waves with their familiar touch is going to be an unsinkable decision. So you stay tuned to vouch for the winner, and just like they say that every end is a new beginning, but we at IFFI believe that picture tabhi baki hai mere dost. Well, that's all for today, and thanks for joining us in this IFFI frame so far. World Cinema, influencing imagination to go beyond borders.
Rajesh Bhatt was in conversation with Jafreen Chowdhury, Chief of Communication, Advocacy and Partnership, UNICEF India.
What is the purpose of participating in IFFI?
We have had a 3-year partnership. This is the 3rd year. We started in 2022. One of the key rights that UNICEF promotes is participation and the voices and views of children to be promoted on public platforms. So this partnership is very much part of that, those rights and this initiative. So in 2022, we started the partnership with the NFDC on International Film Festival of India. And the main idea is to engage, discuss and screen films that is about children and, their rights. It's not exactly the mainstream films, but films that go deeper into the situations, the causes, the rights and the aspirations of children. So, huge thanks to the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting for their leadership in promoting and including the exemplary films centered on children. And for the first time, there was a film section that they have allowed that focused on children. So we have some exemplary films from India and around the world, about 6-7 films we have been showing since then.
Which movies are being shown this year?
So this year there are 5 movies, like 1 from Brazil, 1 Peru, 2 from India, and 1 from Russia. So the Indian films include Kabuliwala in Hindi and Gypsy in Marathi. And it also relates to the ministry's initiative, Creative Minds for Tomorrow, the filmmaking challenges. They have also introduced this section where they include young filmmakers to express their creativity. They mentor them, they train them. And this year's theme explored relationship in the age of technology. And on that, they have, they have done some wonderful work, these young people. So that is another area in which UNICEF contributes and is very interested to see going forward. India is leading, has the most number of young people in the world, and a recent report shows that, a recent UNICEF report shows that it will continue to lead with the largest number of children in the world. If these young people come forward in the development scene, in the nation building scene, then, it will be a great contribution to India's progress, to fulfill India's economic aspirations. And India is already emerging as a global leader, so really going more strongly on that path, led by and participated meaningfully by young people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Finally, here's Velma with the final edition of What's Coming Up.
Tomorrow, the curtains finally dawn on the 9-day celebration of the 55th International Film Festival of India in Goa. The world of cinema enthralled people from all walks of life, from panel discussions to red carpet events and in-conversation sessions. Tomorrow, besides the closing film, there is one other Kannada movie that will be screened. Mika Banada Haki, a 90-minute film by Manohara K., an Indian actor, music director and filmmaker from Karnataka. He has been associated with the films Railway Children and Harinilintu. Mika Banada Haki is his directorial debut. Dry Season in the Czechoslovakian language is Sucho, and this is the name of the closing film screening at 2:30 in 2 different auditoriums in Panjim. 2 neighboring clans and 2 different approaches to life in a contemporary Czech village. 3 generations intersect, the oldest representing recklessness, the youngest giving hope in managing interpersonal relationships outside and within families, but also in connecting with the landscape in which we live. Directed by the 57-year-old Bodhan Slama, Dry Season will bid an adieu to the bouquet of IFFI 55 in Goa. As senior filmmakers express their desire to pass the baton to the younger generation, the in-conversation session on the closing day of IFFI is meant for the youth of India who are drawn to the glamour and creativity of cinema but often lack skills to enter the industry. MESC bridges this gap, drawing inspiration from legends like Ramesh Sippy and Kiran Juneja Sippy. Young aspirants are empowered to pursue successful careers. The session will be moderated by Mohit Soni. Till we meet again next year, same time, same place and same frequency. Let the magic of cinema linger in our hearts. It's Adyush from Goa.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to all the dear listeners. It's been a pleasure bringing you this daily report since the last 7 days, and we hope that you enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Do tune in to the live broadcast of the closing ceremony of the 55th International Film Festival tomorrow from 4:30 p.m. onwards. Till the next edition of IFFI, it's goodbye and good night from the IFFI coverage team here in Goa.
चलती फिरती हंसती बोलती नाचती गाती तस्वीरें दुनिया के सब रंग दिखाती रूप दिखाती तस्वीरें पर्दे पर सब राजों से पर्दे को उठाती तस्वीरें वो दिल बहलाती कभी हंसाती कभी रुलाती तस्वीरें ये हिंदुस्तानी सिनेमा ये मूवीज ये फिल्में रहती है करोड़ों के दिल में भारत के सिनेमा की है जय जयकार भारत के सिनेमा की है जय जयकार भारत के सिनेमा की है जय जयकार।
आप सुन रहे थे पणजी गोवा में आयोजित भारत के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फिल्म महोत्सव के 55वें संस्करण के आज के दिन की रेडियो रिपोर्ट। ये आकाशवाणी पणजी की प्रस्तुति थी, जिसे आकाशवाणी दिल्ली केंद्र से प्रसारित किया गया।
You were listening to a radio report of the 55th International Film Festival of India being organized in Panaji, Goa. This was a production of Akashvani Panaji and came to you from the Delhi station of Akashvani.